We're taking soju shots.
There's
I mean, I'm
soju in there.
down.
All
There's
right,
also,
Guys?
there's also tequila there too.
No.
this takes
I'm not trying to black
the
out.
soju shots. I'm okay with soju shots.
All right, you can go get the shot glasses.
Yes, sir. Yes, chef.
Yes.
You know what? Okay, I'm not gonna say this.
Oh, is it flavored?
You know,
Nice. Grape? Please.
mangosteen
I was like, please be flavored.
or grape or blueberry.
Ooh, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Blueberry sounds. Okay, I will not say this on the pod, but you know what I've been listening to, like, annoyingly? Taylor fucking Swift, because
What?
because not because of Travis Kelce, but because there's a show that Z and I are watching, and Brandon gets so pissed. He goes, before all of this Travis Kelce crap, we never listened to Taylor Swift in the house.
Yeah.
Now we listen to it all the time. Because Z was vacuuming and she was playing Taylor Swift, and Brandon walked upstairs. He's like, "Bro, come on."
It's the new country.
She's not even country anymore.
No, I guess she's more pop.
I
Yeah.
saw this TikTok of somebody, and he's just going to random girls at a football game, and he's like, "Who's the hottest guy in the NFL?" They're like, "Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce,
I mean,
Travis Kelce."
babies are even like on TikTok. They're like, "Who's your boyfriend, Travis Kelce?"
Oh my gosh.
But number
What
two,
happened? What about Jason?
but who?
Jason Kelce? Isn't that his brother?
Yeah,
Oh, he's a lineman though.
He's not attractive. He looks like Sasquatch.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. I just think it's funny that Jason Kelce, the way he talks, like so white, and the way Travis Kelce talks,
Kind of hood.
It's kind of hood.
Yeah.
You know she's like 6'1".
Taylor Swift?
It's like she's like tall as fuck.
She's 6'1".
No way.
She's like or like 5'9",
Fact checking.
or like she's tall as fuck.
That's insane.
She's 5'10", 5'11".
5'11". See,
That's tall.
Almost
I mean,
5.
she wears heels.
Yeah, think about it, she's 6'1" with like
Travis
heels.
Kelce is 6'5".
That's insane.
You know she's tall.
No?
She's like OD tall.
I mean, I always see
She
her
looks
wearing
lanky. Yeah.
Would you hit?
Not my type. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
That's insanely tall. I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
How's that tall?
Yeah, we doing this.
Yeah. It's Friday.
It's Thursday.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
I thought today was Wednesday. No, it's really good.
Alright, cheers.
Cheers.
Gambe.
Oh, that is good. Tastes like Robitussin.
A little bit.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Talk Rice to Me. I'm Jesse.
I'm Brad.
I'm Jay.
Christian.
Nikki.
We're gonna talk about cheating.
Cheating?
We are going to be talking about
Like cheating on a
today,
test?
Okay, these are submitted. Okay, and we are going to ask you, especially with you, Nikki, because you're the girl here. So
Okay.
you are representing the entire female race.
God. Sorry.
Gender.
Race.
Oh, sorry, gender. Yeah, that one
You
shot.
want to run it back?
No.
And action.
No.
We're a whole different planet. They're from a whole different planet.
All right. Is spotting a girl at the gym considered cheating?
Okay, so like she's doing like the thing and then you're
So say you had a boyfriend.
okay.
Y'all go to the gym together.
Okay.
All right. Or you know what? He goes to the gym by himself.
Okay.
Right. A girl comes up to him, goes, "Hey, can you spot me?" All right. And he goes in and he does it.
Yeah.
Is that considered cheating?
No. I think it's chill. Like I think what makes it cheating is like factors. Like are there ulterior motives? Are there like the body language? Like I've seen guys and girls gym before and it's not an issue. If it becomes consistent and there's like sneaky stuff about it,
Okay.
then yeah, like if he's touching her like weirdly and stuff, or like not weirdly, but you know, like you don't have to touch someone to spot them. I mean, like there's always other factors. If he's spotting a girl, I trust him. Like
So you said touch. What if like after he Brad spots the girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "All right, they fist bump." I'm just kidding. That's stupid.
I'm imagining someone squatting. He's like spotting her butt cheeks.
yeah,
She's
like
I got
what
you.
the fuck? No,
got
like,
you.
yeah, like
I got
if it's so blatantly obvious, like what the fuck? Yeah, that's kind of like drawing a line. I wouldn't say
yeah.
it's
She's benching. Yeah, you gotta feel it right here. You gotta feel it right here.
Activate the muscles.
I feel like if you trust your partner, like it's not, you don't have anything to worry about.
What do you guys think? Yes or no?
As a guy, I say no.
Well, I'm gonna say no because this happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and like it's gonna happen. Like what? You're gonna just let the girl like potentially hurt herself if, you know.
Okay. I agree.
If it's consistent, it's like maybe you should get like a personal trainer to help you.
Question: do you think that a woman at a gym would basically use that as a tactic to basically shoot her shot at a guy?
Yeah.
Right.
For
So
sure.
like if you think a guy's cute, right, and you be like, oh, man, I'm a fake this shit and go up to her, hey, can you spot me?
Yeah.
As a way to basically spark conversation, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think it happens like 10 out of 10 times, but it
would
probably
be-
happens.
It would be a method.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. Would I personally do it? Probably not. I don't have the balls to do that.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't like approach people at the gym. What I do at the gym, I put my hat on, I look down, and I get my shit done, and then I go home.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Should I do story time?
Huh?
Should I do story time?
If you want to divulge.
Leakies.
Okay. All right. So this happened. I was at the gym. I was working out with my buddy, and he was doing his set. He didn't need me to spot him, and I'm just like sitting down, resting. And some girl comes up to me asking me if I could spot her. So I was like, okay, sure. And she was just doing like shoulder press. So it's not even, if it was like, if she asked me to spot her doing like squats, I'd be like, I don't think I should do that, because if I have to really spot you, then it's a little bit like I'm too close to you. But I was like, she's just doing shoulder press. Like, if anything, I'm just gonna like help her elbows or whatever. So I go and spot her. She's actually pushing up like pretty big weight, and like she finishes. I think, did I tell you that I fist bumped her or something? Because I think I was like, good job.
Oh no,
And
no,
then-
I added that just
okay, I think I was like, or I think I didn't fist bump her. I was like, gave her like a thumbs up. I was
Even
like,
Pat on the shoulder.
Even less contact.
I was like, good job. And then that was it. Like she didn't ask for my name. I didn't care to ask for her name. That was it. But then a second time, I was actually working out with somebody else that would have been pissed off she was pissed off that I did it the first time. And I tried to explain to her, like, yo, it's nothing. Like, it's just gym etiquette. Like, I wasn't trying to do anything. Like, I was just, like, if a dude asked me to spot him, I'd do the same shit. But then it happened a second time, and I kind of wasn't anywhere near that section of, like, where she was lifting. And I was like, okay, maybe she just thought that I spotted her well the first time, so that's why she came up to me again and asked me to do it again. But yes, somebody didn't like it at all, and I got in trouble. So yeah,
I think it just depends. Like,
Maybe she's just comfortable with you spotting her again.
there's always like a boundary and like a
Yeah.
line. Like, there's like other factors that play into it.
I still don't even know what her name is.
Okay.
And to me, she
It's-
wasn't attractive to me. She wouldn't have been somebody that I would have been like interested in.
I feel like you don't have to explain that though. Like, it's like gym etiquette. Like, unless there's other factors into it, like body language or like you're getting her number, name, like
Right.
things like that. Like
Yeah, the
other
after-
things,
but if-
touching, like
Yeah.
the squats,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like,
Good job.
But-
Smack
if
my
it's
ass.
like a one-time thing or whatever, but then like if it keeps happening consistently and it's just you specifically, then it's like, all right, maybe like that other person's getting the wrong idea. You know, like it's other factors.
But I
This-
think
this is not cheating.
it depends, because if you're not in the gym and you don't understand that,
Yeah.
it may look like something
Oh
else.
yeah,
Oh, that's a good point.
that is true.
That's a great
Touche,
point.
touche. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, let me ask you guys, how many times has a girl asked you to spot
That might have been
them?
the only time that's ever
Yeah, I've
happened.
never been asked to spot a girl.
No.
I will never.
Never. I think like you said, Nikki, like most girls don't got aren't comfortable
Yeah.
to approach a
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I think usually if you do spot a person, it's usually you ask somebody that you're comfortable with.
Yeah, it's like your friend.
Yeah. All right. The next one is, do you guys think that low-key flirting with the opposite sex in a friendly way is cheating? Because some people are just naturally flirtatious. They just flirt without them knowing they're flirting. They're just very, very friendly. And it could be,
Wait, say that again.
do you think that just like low-key, like harmless flirting with somebody of the opposite sex is considered cheating? Because some people are just naturally flirtatious. Like they just very, very friendly, and they just got riz like that. You know, they just got it like that.
Yeah. I mean, wait. Do I think
Do you think it's cheating?
cheating if they're
they're, like-
naturally like flirtatious,
Yes.
friendly? No.
Okay.
But I think people who are like that should like kind of keep in mind if they become in a relationship with someone, like, oh, I need to be more self-aware of.
Yeah, I think
How
it
I
comes
act.
down to self-awareness.
You
'Cause some
know-
people just are naturally just really like charismatic, so they don't really see like, oh, what I'm saying or doing is giving off the wrong vibe. I'm just naturally friendly.
That's
Yeah.
that's
But
what I
then,
mean. That's
yeah,
what I
if
mean.
people are like, or if your significant other tells you like, oh, this is you, then like, oh, maybe I need to be more self-aware, so it doesn't give off the wrong vibe.
Okay. Y'all know what I mean by like there's
Yeah.
people out there
Yeah.
just
I mean, they're like super like friendly, like happy-go-lucky people that like give off really nice energy. So you're like,
Yeah.
it could be seen as like, oh,
that thing can be mistaken. There are some people who just flirt with everybody.
yeah. Well, there's a
That just want-
difference.
there's definitely a difference.
You know? Yeah.
People that just want
There's
the
a motive.
attention.
So you guys don't think it's cheating?
I don't think it's cheating, but I think if they get the wrong idea and they try to do something, you need to set a boundary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
It all comes down to motive. One is naturally flirty and just kind of is there.
Mm-hmm.
The other person just flirts with everyone because they have
want
a
at-
motive to
They
flirt
want
with
attention
everyone.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
All right. Next one. You could do it because this is yours.
Wait, what? Which one? Oh,
You can ask. 'Cause that's what
it's responding to DMs, micro cheating. Like if you get a random DM from a person, if you respond like saying like, oh, if you even say like, oh, I have a boyfriend or something, like, I think that's cheating. Like why even messaging them? Why even opening it up to potentially spark conversation or whatever?
Wait, you think it is cheating?
Yeah, I think it is cheating. Why are you even opening it?
Okay.
Okay.
If you really didn't care about this person, why are you trying to get the attention?
Or can we split it between if it's a random person and if it's somebody that you know?
Okay, then I think that changes shit.
Okay. So if it's a completely random person DMing you,
Right.
is it cheating if they open up and respond to them?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think it depends on the message, right? Like, what's a message even?
Like they're trying to holler.
Heart eyes.
Oh,
I don't know.
what if you
Or-
respond with like a thumbs?
We'll say it like this. All right. You post a story, right? And they basically respond to your story with some type of like
Like, oh, you looking good or something.
something like
Some
that.
riz.
Yeah,
They hit
some-
you with some riz.
They hit you with whatever line they want, like random person, and you open it up and you respond. Is that cheating?
I think it depends. I will say this: if like there's like a DM I get or whatever, and it's like something like they're flirting, I'll just like the message and then
Girl, you cute as fuck.
I'll like it and move on. Thanks. Or
You don't respond. So, but is that
I
considered?
won't like I won't carry on the conversation.
But do you respond?
Yeah, I'll respond like thanks,
You just dead it from
and
there.
then that's it.
Okay. What do you think, Jay? Is it cheating?
I think if it's someone you know and they respond to, like they message you or they like your story, they say something about your story, then it's not if you respond because you like know them somewhat. But yeah, I agree. If it's like someone random and saying like your request or something like that,
Yeah.
maybe not so much. And again, it depends on how you respond. Like if you're responding, trying to like, carrying on the conversation, then it's different than sending like a thumbs up or you're hardening their thing or saying thanks. It's different.
So say it's like even more aggressive. Say they're like not. Say they don't just like give you a compliment. Say like, yo, I want to take you out.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
different.
Oh,
And then-
okay, that's way different. Like
that's
it
different.
all depends on the message.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
someone says like, "Oh, I want to take you out," and then
And you're like, haha.
haha,
Haha. Have a boyfriend.
yeah, or something like that, or you respond in a certain way that you're basically shutting them down. That's different. Maybe some people are responding to shut them down, so they just don't keep trying. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
But if it's like a random person, it'll go to like your request. They won't even go to
Exactly.
like, your main one.
Oh, that shit just stays.
Yeah.
I just single or not, I just leave it on.
Yeah.
See, I feel like girls, they get so many requests. They're like, dang, that shit is racking up to like 100. A guy gets, all right, if I get a request, I'm like, what the heck? Why do I have a request for something?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see random requests. I'm like, I don't know who it is. I click it. I'm like,
I'll still open it. Just to
yeah,
look at
I'll open it just to look at it. But girls, they have hundreds of thousands or something
Probably,
like that.
yeah.
That's not hundreds.
I don't know. I've seen the scrolling. I've seen the request, and then there's like a hidden thing in the hidden thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, there's like extra levels.
Yeah, but okay. So I somewhat agree with you. I think what's the intention behind the response.
Okay.
So if somebody, so say someone message you and then you respond and you open it, right? Because like without some, if you don't know them, and you open up their message, I think reading it is okay because some people just get generally curious. Some people like I could see somebody like open it just get like a little laugh at it. I think that's fine. But then I think that like if they are openly flirting with you and you openly flirt with them back, that might be pushing the boundary a little bit.
Well, that's for sure pushing the boundary. They're
Right?
flirting
So
back.
yeah,
and
if you're entertaining it,
yeah.
then yes, then you should be like, all right, that's kind of you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a woman, if you're really into a guy, you're not gonna respond anyways,
Yeah.
right? Because you about your man. And I think that like, the same thing with like a guy. If you loyal to your woman, you're not gonna be entertaining that shit anyways. So yes, I agree. I think it might be, in your terms, micro cheating.
Like, who is this person to you, and like, why do you care to even respond to them? Is my thing.
That's fair.
That's fair.
But I think it's harmless to open it just to see. Because like sometimes,
I mean, you can look at it, but like,
yeah,
Leave that
you
shit
look at it
on
without
red.
responding. Yeah.
Delete immediately.
But if you do that, you have to accept it, and then it moves over to your primary.
just leave that motherfucker on red.
But why even move it to the primary one? Because
Yeah.
for what?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Because then you're gonna see it in your whole list of like your friends or whatever getting messages with everybody else that you know.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I think there's no harm in looking at it and be like and ignoring it, obviously. But if you look at it, hit accept, it goes to your primary, and you respond to it. I mean,
Okay.
you're like,
I can see that. Because it changes it from like someone you know that it's harmless versus someone you don't know. And it's,
it puts them into the
Inviting
category
them
of people that you
do
that
know.
you now know.
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I did not think about that, but you know what? I think you have a point. Man, you've thought about this.
I mean, I've gotten some.
Speaking from
But
experience.
most times, well, in my experience, most times the hidden request ones are just like completely like from TikTok or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like super like out there. And I just kind of leave it.
Send me a
leave
pic
them,
of your toes.
leave them there.
But do you open it just to look?
I don't respond.
Yeah. But you still open it just to look at it, be like, haha, let me get a giggle out
Because
of this.
if I do respond, then it'll invite them to keep messaging me. So if
Yeah,
I
they're
just
like, oh,
leave
she
it,
responded. Let me keep shooting.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I think that's it. I think it's harmless for you just like, oh, let me click on this, see what they say.
yeah.
That's fair.
You know, because maybe it'd be a story you could tell your girlfriends like, hey, look what this mother effer like message me. just for the kicks and
This
giggles.
man made it in the group chat. And not in a good way.
But only reason I look at the request is because I do because I
Coaching?
promote the coaching. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I think if someone doesn't follow me, or if, I don't think it'll go to my main one.
Yeah.
I think they have to like maybe respond to, actually, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but like sometimes I'll get people that are like are interested in coaching that end up in the request section.
Have you ever gotten some very risque requests?
Yeah. From both genders.
Brad, that's like the biggest compliment.
I know. Yeah,
But it's mostly dudes. It's mostly dudes.
what, care to share to people? What's one? Just what's one?
All right, one dude was like acted interested in like, oh fuck, I don't know if I want to say this one. All right, fuck it. One dude was interested in like online trading, and he like was asking me about prices and shit, and then asking me like, what does it all include? And then he started asking me about like, he's like, do you send pictures or videos? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like my whole IG is like pictures and videos. He's like, no, like will you send me like pictures and videos of you? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Just look at my IG. You can see whatever. Like, it's me. What? No, he's like, no.
He's humble.
He was like, no, like, I'll pay you to send me pictures. I'm like, I was like, nah, dog. I'm not like that. I'm like, I don't roll that. I don't
Brad's
roll
like,
that.
yeah, wait.
I was like, I don't roll that way. Nothing against it, but that's not me. He's like, that doesn't matter. I've had straight guys send me videos and shit before. And I was like,
Then they're not straight.
no, but I've actually talked to this other bodybuilder, and he'll get the same requests, and he's like, yo, they're gonna send me like $500 to show like something.
Okay.
To show his stuff, and he'll just go on Google and like fucking copy the picture and like send it to him, and
he
they
gets
send him
$500.
$500 or like $1,000. It's crazy.
Interesting.
But I ended up telling
that in
him like,
mind.
yeah, nah. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But now looking back, I'm like, I should have asked him just how much.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think I'm worth, bro?
My cousin
out of
is
curiosity.
doing coaching too in the Philippines, which is
Okay.
like huge because people in the Philippines, they don't work out much. It's not known.
Yeah.
And so he started posting a lot, and he's like he has a wife and a kid or whatever. He's super heterosexual, and then he's like getting all these DMs like, oh, like Kuya, can you send a picture? And my cousin's like, sure, and sends it, and the people will send like $100, $200, which is like a shit ton in the Philippines. And he's like,
Wait, what's he
whatever.
sending a picture of?
Just like him shirtless or whatever.
Oh,
Which
shit.
I mean, he's not doing like I don't know what else he's sending, but like they'll send him like, oh, if you keep up the good work, like
It's crazy. I didn't realize
Crazy.
how weird people are until IG. There's some weird fucking people out there.
What about girls?
Probably even weirder on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie.
You say girl responses.
Oh fuck. I remember. So when I first started doing the IG thing and like competing or whatever, I think I put like my Snapchat like name or whatever on it, and I would get like random girls that would just snap me. Shit.
That's nice.
Damn, you got it like that.
That was a very brief moment.
Oh.
Not anymore.
I know Nikki be getting shit.
no.
Be what?
Well,
I know Nikki be getting shit. People be sliding.
there was one scary one. I will just say a scary one that I got. Because it just seemed very like out there when we were at Pacha.
Oh, recent.
Oh shit! Yeah. This
Dang.
is like.
Yeah, it was like me and Frankie were like, oh, this is gonna be a little sus. So I had posted that we were at Pacha, and I guess when you click the location, you can see like who's posted
Right.
that they were there.
Yeah.
So I got this like DM request from this guy, and he was like, "Hey, me and my 3 guy friends, we're having a pool party like near Pacha. We'll pick you up."
Oh, what the?
And I was like, "What the?" I was like, "You don't even know who I am. Like, what the heck?" And then I didn't respond. I accepted it because I was like, maybe like I know this guy or whatever. I was like pretty lit, and then I didn't respond. And then he was like, "Where are you? Like, we'll pick you up." And then I didn't respond. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "Okay, like we're here, like we're outside Pacha, like we're here to get you, like we're in a white car."
gosh.
And I'm like, I looked at Frankie, I was like, "Dude, this sounds like Taken 5. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?" Like
Yeah.
that one like made me like super uncomfortable because I was like, he knows like our location, he knows like what we
you
look like.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
like,
how did they know your location?
because I put I put a selfie of Frankie and Gabby and I.
Oh, probably like through your story and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
And she tagged the location.
Pasha.
Dang, and they know what you look like too.
Yeah, because it was a selfie.
Dang, that's
So
dangerous.
I mean, like
I was-
like who's to say like they were being completely harmless and it was just like all fun, but like my mind was like, oh my god, like
Nah, as a
What if
girl, nah,
we-
you need to think
yeah.
like that.
yeah, as a girl, yeah, especially like, did you get somebody to walk you to the cab, get back or something like that? Like, hey, like,
we were on the beach like till 7
Oh
a.m.
yeah, passed out.
Hey, that beach is cool though. I'm not gonna lie.
it is true.
Yeah.
There was an instance where we were walking back and like a van, like Viv was walking by herself, like ahead of me, Jay, and Nia. And we just walking, and actually, I think Viv was maybe like 50 feet in front of us.
I don't remember this.
Oh, that's right, you were hammered. All right, but we were just,
Shade.
chilling and walking. It's like maybe like I'm like right here, and like Viv's probably like the end of my driveway, and basically a van pulls up next to her, and then we like and then Nia's like, hey Viv, just stop walking, because she was like not like right there, but she maybe like 5 feet away from it, and Nia's like, yo Viv, don't walk any further, until we got there, and we just some harmless person, but it was like.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just the fact that like she was walking by herself and a van pulled up right in front of her, that was kind of like low-key like,
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck?
I mean, for like a long time, I was like kind of scared to go to Europe because I saw the movie Hostel, and I was like, "Oh my
Oh.
god, like this could literally
Yo,
happen."
when they cut the Achilles.
Or like the
Oh.
eyeball scene.
Hostel?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
It's not
this
your type
group,
of movie.
It's like Saw kind of.
it's like this
gory.
group of kids, like they're teen, like young
They
adults. They
travel.
travel to Europe and they get taken and fucking tortured.
Tortured.
Which okay, like as a kid, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm never going to Europe," but that could happen literally anywhere.
Jesus. Yeah, that's not my type of movie.
But yeah, that's when I thought like when I got that DM, and then like he just like I wasn't responding, but I guess he saw when I could see it, and he was like, "Okay, we're here," and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like
That's probably what you're talking about, the danger of actually opening it up. Because
yeah, because they can see that
now
you
they
see
see like you've seen it. Oh, I see. So don't open it up.
because there's like an option to like accept it or decline it.
Ignore it.
Yeah,
block.
ignore.
I wouldn't know, my DMs ain't like that. I don't got it like you too. I'm a nobody.
You know, I'm pretty sure that's how PNB Rock got murdered.
Really?
His girlfriend tagged the location of where they were at. They're at like
Oh,
some like
yeah.
Roscoe's Chicken
yeah,
and
Roscoe's
Waffles.
Chicken and Waffles, and someone saw that they were there and
Pulled up.
pulled up and shot him. And
Yeah.
took his like jewelry or
Jewelry
whatever,
and stuff.
Wow. You know what? I'm never posting myself anywhere till after I
or
leave.
like delayed it.
That's what like
I mean-
celebrities do. Like they kind of post like a day later or like hours after they leave,
Yeah,
so that like fans
that's
don't
crazy
go.
that you have to do that.
We live
Yeah,
in a crazy
people are
world.
crazy.
All right. The next question is: say you have one of your close friends,
Okay.
right? Say your close friend's significant other is cheating on them, but they don't know. But you found out. Do you tell your friend?
So, first, I would go to the person. This is okay. So if it's a girl and the dude is cheating, I would go to the dude. I say, I know what's going on. Either you tell her or I will.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like wait. I'll give him a time frame and be like, either you tell her now or I'm gonna tell her.
So ultimatum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, I think at the end of the day, she should hear it from the guy, not from the best friend. I mean, she should, but the guy should own up and be accountable for his actions
I agree.
and say it. And if he can't, then I will.
Damn. You won't wait, huh?
No.
What y'all think?
This situation has happened before, and I did not handle it well. So I would definitely follow Nikki's suit, because in the past I did not do it like that, and it's not the best way to do it at all. Because then you look like an idiot, or you look like an asshat. So yeah, I would definitely do it the way Nikki did it.
Okay. Brad?
I think being a bystander is like just as bad. Like as
Yeah.
Because then they blame you and be like,
yeah, like you just sat there and watched
Yeah.
it all happen.
Yeah,
I think that since the friend is your friend first, I think that you as their friend should that's like if you're loyal to them and everything, and like you are truly their friend, you kind of have a responsibility to tell them,
Yeah, for sure.
right? Especially because if you're closer with them than the significant other, like if they're gone, you're only looking for the best for their benefit at the end of the day. So you should tell them.
Yeah. But they deserve the closure from the person like that they're with
Correct.
and hear it from them first. If they can't, then
Correct. Yeah,
then I'll step in.
I like that. You want to hear from the significant other first before they hear from you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Question: what if you're not the closest? Actually, no, that's terrible. I'm saying, like, what if you met both of them at the same exact time?
Oh, what if you like you're friends with both of
Oh,
them?
You're
you're
friends with
close-
both of them.
Then your friend's a shithead and I'm still going to act the same cuz like I don't want to be friends with someone that is doing that to my friend too. Like
Okay. There's a hypothetical.
What if you're like friends but not like great friends with both of them? Or you just kind of like that's not my problem.
if I'm like
You're not I would like say the
mid friends,
yeah. So we'll say the first.
You're drinking buddies.
drinking buddies.
Yeah, there you go, drinking buddies.
That's tough cuz like maybe I don't know. Like I'd still want to say something, but it's like I don't know. That's hard. I would probably still, be like, yo, I don't think this is right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if it's someone that like I don't even talk to, I don't think that's really.
Okay.
Maybe I'll talk with their best friend and like, look, this is what I saw.
You know, everybody has a circle, right?
Yeah.
If you're inside the circle, then you should tell your friend because they're
Yeah.
probably like really tight with them. If they're outside the circle, not my problem.
I don't know if it's not my problem because I feel like if I saw something, then I'd be thinking about it and I'd be like, damn, this kind of is like not making me feel good.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I see what you're saying because it'll make you feel good at the end of the day if you said something.
yeah, because I'm like living with like,
Guilt.
not guilt, but just like this like bad feeling. I'm like, I know something about this and like I'm not really doing anything. Like
Okay.
it's not really right. So I would probably talk about it with someone in that friend group and be like,
Should I say
how should
something?
go about it?
Or what about
At the end of the day, I will still say something, whether it's direct or indirect.
indirect? I feel is better than direct.
Yeah, with someone that is I'm not close with at all.
Okay. Brad, thoughts?
All right, so I've been in this situation where I was friends with both of them, but I became a little bit closer to the one that was like kind of cheating or like not being totally honest to their partner, because they were thinking about leaving the partner for someone else, and they were trying to figure it out. And I was at the end of the day, I was like, I mean, the fact that you're even considering this, like, just let them be.
Okay.
And then they started to take kind of like too long, in my opinion, or so. Okay, so they made the decision to stay with the partner, but then, weeks after they would kind of do stuff to try to check to see if that other person that they were potentially gonna go to see if they were watching. Like they would post up to see if the other person was, watching their stuff.
But they
I'm
were
like-
still with the person.
But they had already made their decision to stay with the person that they were.
Oh, okay.
that
They're
they were
still with the
with.
person, but they were still keeping an eye on the other person.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna make your decision, like, fucking live on that decision. Don't do this shit where you're kind of playing both sides and like trying to see, oh, are they still looking at me or are they still paying attention to me? That when they got to that point, I started to get pissed off. I was like, you need to fucking make a decision and stick with it.
Does it change anything if both of them are, say, married or engaged?
Married?
Same situation happened and they're engaged or married. Do you say something now where basically if you say something, it basically means that this marriage is gonna basically like end?
I've done something like that. It sucks.
It does suck. But do you say I don't know, like it's hard, like if you should say something.
This time actually. So the whole situation you mentioned happened to me twice. The first time I didn't say anything, which was stupid. So the second time I was like, I'm gonna say something, but I didn't say it to the person that it was. I said it to the person I was closer with. So, and it sucks both ways because you gotta deal with the heat, like their anger or whatever they're feeling. So I would say you just have to either do it the way Nikki says, where you tell the person who's doing the bad deed, or you just tell your friend like, hey, this is what's going on.
Okay. Same answer?
Yeah. I will say this. I'll change my answer a little bit. But like if I was friends with both of them and like one was cheating, I wouldn't say like F you to the friend. I would be very upset. I'd be like, look, you need to figure your shit out.
If your friend was cheating now.
Like if they were both they were
Okay.
both my friends, like who would I
Okay.
choose type thing.
Okay.
I don't know if I could choose, but
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, like this is wrong. Like cheating is wrong in general. Like you can't be mad at me for calling you out on it.
Correct.
Someone has to.
There's a saying. I actually said this to Jay and I think to somebody recently. They said that if you're choosing between two people, pick the second one
Because you're already out.
because you're already out on the first one. You wouldn't be choosing a second person if the first person was good enough.
I have another question.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the end of this question, but if you were close to somebody,
Okay.
right, and they are cheating on their girl, but you're not that close with their or girl or guy, or like if you're close to somebody and they're cheating on their partner and you're not
Close to them.
close with their partner, would you check your friend?
Oh man.
I think you need to.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna be friends with someone that's like that has that type of
Exactly.
characteristic? Or
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
So check your friend.
Check your
Cheating is bad. So like
Yeah.
you don't want to be like associated like
With a person like that.
because then like they get known as someone like that's like their brand now. Like as soon as everyone knows, they're like, oh, he or she's a cheater, and then you get
You might get thrown into it. Yeah.
You're right. You're guilty by association.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I
thought
mean,
about that.
we did that. That happened.
Yeah.
Where we didn't want to be guilty by association, so we kind of distanced ourselves
Yeah.
from that person.
That's true.
Okay. All right. Let's move away from the cheating aspect. That's
You know what that deserves? Another
shot?
shot.
all right, go ahead,
Okay.
pour it up.
She's just like,
Oh, round it up.
oh, you got cheers again. Cheers.
All right.
And resume.
All right. This is a little more lighthearted. All right.
Okay.
So,
All right, good.
at what point
Oh.
should a girl help pay for something like dessert or something small like boba after the dinner date or whatnot, or should the guy always pay?
I have a really bad problem with this. I like to always pay. And that's because I don't know, like I always feel like, okay, I make money too, like I like to pay.
What do you mean by that? You like to pay for everything, or you like
no,
to
no,
be
I don't like to pay for everything, but I do
stuff.
I do like to pay. Like, I don't think that the guy should pay for everything because the girl makes money too. So it's like,
Yeah.
should be like 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah, I think so.
on a first date
Oh, first date.
or
I
second
think,
date,
I
or
think
I
the
don't know.
guy I think that's like,
Courteous.
I think that's like a rule, almost like an unspoken rule that the guy pays for the
The
first
first
date.
one, yeah.
Okay.
But I think there's no harm in a girl paying for a date, which like I've done before, and I don't mind doing it.
After how many though? Like, we'll say you go on the first date, it went well,
Yeah.
and then you have a second, maybe.
I think like the second date, like I don't mind paying because like he paid for the last one, so it's like kind of like if it's going. Actually, no, I take that back. Second date, you're still like gauging it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like
Yeah. What number?
I don't know.
Dude, someone's doing research over here.
I will say.
No, I don't know.
I will say.
I don't know.
From a guy's perspective, usually I think like you're right. I think the guy should always pay on the first date.
Yeah.
Like first date, guy should always pay, right? If the girl is, but let me ask you this before I go forward.
Yeah.
What if the girl is so adamant about paying on the first date, like she's like, no, I have to pay. Should you let her?
It's like so aggressive.
That's happened.
But that's happened though.
Yeah.
Did you get a date after that?
I don't remember.
It's not.
I did.
Okay, never mind.
Does she just like paying?
Actually, I do remember. So there was one date where basically this girl was she was so adamant about paying for it. I was like, no, it's okay. I said it's against my morals. Like my mama taught me right. Like I'd not let a woman pay on a first date. And then like I didn't let her pay, but then I did have a second date with her. But then didn't really happen anything. It's kind of shortly kind of fizzles out of that. But I think I went on like 2 dates with her or something like that. But there
I
was
don't
a second
know.
one.
Like if a girl wants to pay on the first date, I don't know. I've never heard that many
Okay.
times. I guess let her. Like you don't want to like cause a kerfuffle on the first
A
date.
what?
Oh, what?
You know, like
What?
kerfuffle, a adjective. It's like
Is that the white in you
it's
coming
like
out?
That's a noun. That's
or
not
noun.
an
I mean a noun. It's like like a ruckus.
Oh.
Okay.
situation.
You don't want to cause like a thing like, oh, I pay or you pay or whatever.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, I saw the podcast where Reza was like, I'll give the guy my card on the first date so that there's no back
Yeah,
and forth.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. It should be 50-50. Or not 50. It should not be, in my opinion, if I want to pay, like once we're comfortable with each other, it shouldn't be an issue.
I think that's different.
Keyword, once you're comfortable.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I think if you guys are established and you're like a thing, it can go like kind of back and forth, or the girl can pay a little bit more. But if you're still in the what is it, the courting phase, I feel like the guy should.
When does
pay
that end?
See,
It's different for everybody,
It's
right?
situation. Okay.
Yeah.
different
That's
for
true.
everybody.
That's true.
Different for
See,
everybody.
see, I think that like in my mind, I think the guy always pays. Or maybe rephrase that. In my mind, I have it in my head that I will always pay
Forever.
forever. Like not forever, but in my mind, I'm like I'm gonna pay.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care if a girl offers to pay, even the first, second, third, whatever, unless she's like super, like you say, like insisting. Because I'll do the thing that Rez was talking about. Actually, I'll go to the bathroom and give him my card or something like that. I do that a lot, or I've done that a lot. But other than that, when you said like when you're established, in my mind, it's like I said this in another podcast. I feel like if you're doing non-date activities, your guys are pretty established. Like if you guys are getting groceries together,
Yeah.
like who gets groceries together?
Okay, so to expand on that, I think that even it had to be like a comfort level. If y'all like talking and say that like, say like 3 days pass, I think it's okay. You can kind of gauge a person by that point of what type of person they are, and if they're like that type of person where they want to feel like some type of responsibility that I have to pay, then I think it's okay to allow her to pay. Because I think, tell me if I'm wrong here. I think
Okay.
some women do that on purpose to test the guy.
Do what?
I think some women will intentionally offer to pay without actually wanting to pay. They do it out of courtesy, but they're testing the guy whether or not if they take him up on the offer.
Yeah.
And if they do take him up on the offer, they will see them a little bit like
Less.
not as good.
Less.
Yeah.
as less.
Like on the first date or in general?
I think in general, maybe like towards like the beginning, but I think
Yeah.
that like in the beginning, it's a test on the guy to see whether or not he can actually like afford this, or are you financially stable at a point where I actually want to see where this goes.
Can I be honest? I don't even see it like that at all.
Maybe not you, but I'm saying
Yeah.
I think that there are some women who are like that. That's just my opinion.
I think maybe like if there's like a third date, I think actually I've been on a date on like a third date or something, and I've offered to pay, and then the person's like, "You can get dessert," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll get dessert." At least I like tried, and I was like willing to pay, but you know,
See, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Like if you're paying, say the bill, say like your whole activity for the night is like 150 or whatever, and the girl wants to pay like 10 or 20%.
Like your
sure,
boba.
you can pay 10 or like
Yeah. Yeah.
boba or dessert or
Yeah.
whatever. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like the dude should pay like the majority of it, especially in the courting phase.
Courting phase. But when you're established, it's okay to let the woman pick up the tab from time to time.
Yeah, I think so. Every now and then.
I think that's where things get sticky though. When you're established, because you don't know when people are established nowadays.
Oh, now it's different.
All right, you know what? We'll go with your definition. If y'all are doing what'd you say?
Like I said, if you're doing non-date activities together, you guys are established.
Okay, so you're going grocery shopping, right?
That's just an
No,
example.
no.
Like,
But you're going grocery shopping. Are you paying for her groceries?
no,
For the week?
no.
no.
But
Unless
you
you're
always want to pay, right?
unless
Oh yeah, that's true. Rack that receipt up.
unless you're going like grocery shopping for like a date.
I'll have the filet mignon,
Yeah.
lobster.
Go to the butcher.
Just let's go to Whole Foods. What?
yeah.
Whole paycheck.
All right, what about this? Okay, grocery shopping. Instead of a traditional date where you guys go out to dinner, right? What if you guys decide to say, hey, let's go grocery shopping, go pick up some stuff? Because, the little tangent here, they say that entertainment and like eating is like a very low form of engagement. You know, it's like the lowest form of engagement because it's not very memorable. But they say learning something together and like actually doing activities together is a higher form of stimulation and bonding. So like taking a cooking class together is a better. Doing pottery together, taking golf lessons together. I don't know. Or like even cooking dinner together. It's more engaging. So say that you go to the grocery store, you buy groceries together, and you guys plan to cook dinner together,
Yeah,
right? Are you paying for the groceries?
you split it.
Yeah. No, I'm paying for it.
Okay.
I'm okay with paying for that.
You say you split it?
Yeah, well, like I'll be like, I'll get this half, you get this half, and then like we equally.
Do
Okay.
you think Nikki's opinion is a minority?
I think it
girls?
just depends on the person.
Yeah.
Is it a minority?
I mean, that's how my mom like raised me and stuff, and like she like loves paying. So then I always like I kind of just like how you say it, like
Adopted?
yeah,
Adopted.
The belief
reflect off of that.
Okay. What do you think? You think it's a minority?
that think like Nikki?
Uh-huh.
I think I wouldn't say minority. I think it's less. I feel like more girls just expect the guy to pay.
Okay.
You think like
Yeah.
60-40? I think.
Yeah, I
the
think it's
same.
not that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like
60-40.
60-40.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
don't
I agree.
think like Nikki. I think Nikki's
It's not
in
like
the,
crazy.
yeah. I think Nikki's like in the 40.
Right.
Okay. I agree.
Because like if you're both doing it together, then like you just both equally come together and get the groceries.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, I'll go to this side, and you get the other stuff, and then we'll meet at the
What
end.
side you picking?
It's like a
You get the sauces. He gets the filet mignon.
no, I'll get the filet mignon.
All right. Okay. Last question of the night. We're gonna talk about friend zoning.
Oh God.
Have y'all ever been friend zoned? Down the
Yes.
line. Yes, I have been friend zoned. I think.
Probably.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yes. All right. Can you get out of the friend zone?
Yes.
100%.
You think so? Can you get out of the friend zone?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. This is the last question. How do you get out of the friend zone?
Persistence.
Persistence?
Yes, and it's not even like I don't know. I've seen it happen.
What do you mean persistent? What do you mean by
Like
persistent?
persistent can be seen like kind of negative, but like if you're just like, I don't know, you just always talk to that person. Like eventually, I feel like that person could be like, oh, maybe that person isn't so
You
bad.
just hang out a lot.
Yeah, you hang out a lot, and you're like you view them differently because you see them more.
I think persistence isn't the word
Oh.
that you're looking for. I think consistency.
Oh,
is.
consistency.
There
I
you go.
scratched that.
Yeah, I
Not
think
persistence.
consistent-
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Persistent
persistent,
sounds like you're-
negative, like-
yeah, like
Like
you're trying
around
you're,
every corner.
like you're shooting. Yeah. You're just
Open the
like,
door for her in the morning. What's up?
Like, where are you coming from?
yeah.
What about like
Consistent.
She's in the shower. Here's the bar soap. You're good.
Like, where the fuck are you coming from?
what do y'all think? Can you get out the friend zone?
I think it depends on the person who's in the friend zone if they're attractive or not. To be honest.
Ooh.
And then B, it's how their attraction, and then B, why that person's in the friend zone in the first place, and then C, consistency. And I say like why, it's like, or I say this guy or girl is in the friend zone because the first person is like in a relationship. Then heck yeah, he can
Yeah.
get out of that.
Okay.
Right? Because he can just linger. He can just orbit. Or he or she, I'm not saying just guys, all right? He or she can just orbit. And then once that happens, then they swoop in. Because I've seen it on both sides. I've seen it for the guys, for it happening to a guy, and I've seen it happen to a girl where they just orbit around long enough, and then the best friend becomes the boyfriend or girlfriend. They're just there for so long, and boom, it just happens.
So you're saying basically that say person A
Mm-hmm.
friend zones person B,
Mm-hmm.
right? Person A just like he's like fuck it all. Like I hate everybody, so I'm just gonna date you, so I'm familiar with you.
Yeah, I've seen that happen multiple times. I've seen people say, if we're both single by the time we're 30, we'll get married.
I've heard that, but I've never seen it actually. Like,
It's only on Friends.
oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I see it on TikTok sometimes. They would like those Reddit stories, they read them out and
That's
they
almost like rude though. Like,
Yeah.
hey, what's wrong with me?
yeah. But I've seen both ways.
Yeah, you're right.
I've seen it both ways. Like we know one couple, not well, but I know one couple pretty to a good extent. And I was like, oh, I thought he/she was always just the best friend, but nope, they're not the best friend anymore. And then it happened both ways.
What do you think, Brad?
I'll tell you after who I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about. What do you think, Brad?
I think it happened. I feel like most of my relationships, I'm usually friends with them first.
But are you like
That's healthy.
No, but
close friends with them, and then they just orbit you long enough? Then you're like, we cool now. We dating now.
I don't know. I feel like it just happens.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? In the relationship that I know that you've been in, it's not like you knew them for a really long, or you weren't like close friends with them, and now you guys are dating. It was like,
But the one, the Filipino one before, I was like legit just like friends with her.
Who made the move?
I feel like it's
I don't
different
remember.
though.
Dude, that's so long ago.
It's different though.
It's like 10 years ago or something. I have no idea.
It's
Can't
different though,
remember.
because it was when you were a lot younger, like in your teens. Y'all started.
No. I was like early 20s.
Did y'all know each other in your teens though?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
I met in college.
Same friend
Okay.
group?
Yeah, same friend group.
I don't know then. I don't know about that.
I think it's situational based. Some people stay in the friend zone forever.
I think it is easier for a guy to get out of a girl's friend zone than it is for a girl to get out of a guy's friend zone.
That is
I
true.
agree.
Wait,
That is
say
true.
that again. It's easier for a guy to get out of the girl's friend zone.
So, okay, if a guy
Okay.
is in the friend zone with a girl, it is easier for him to get out of that and actually have a chance at dating her
Okay.
than it is for a girl to get out of the friend zone with a guy.
Why?
You want me? To
Go
say-
ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Buckle up.
All right. So girls, when they meet guys and stuff, they're like in Venn diagrams. Basically, it's like, oh, this guy's date worthy or not date worthy, but there's like a crossover in the middle, right? And then you friend zone the people in the middle because like, oh, they can go both ways, kinda. Guys, they know whether or not they can date someone within the first, honestly, like 30 minutes.
No. I wouldn't say date somebody.
Well, if they are attracted to someone within the first 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then guys will put women in categories where they will date them, they will only sleep with them, and then they will do neither with them and they're just a friend. And it's very hard to get out of those levels. Like I rarely see people move in between them unless they've been put into a certain category off the rip. You know, within those first 30 minutes of meeting somebody.
There's a Matt, is it Matt Rife?
Oh my God. I
Where
know.
you know what I'm talking?
This whole thing, I was thinking about it. It was on my head.
I think I got it from
The best friend
If
one.
you're the best friend and you're a girl, that means you're ugly.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. That's not true because one of my closest friends is a
Right,
girl,
right.
and I don't think she's ugly at all. I'm just not attracted to her, but I think she is beautiful.
Well, I would say this. There's like the guys, it's called the keepers, the sleepers, and the sweepers.
Jesus.
The keepers are the ones you want to date. The sleepers are the one you
Right.
want to sleep with. The sweepers are the ones you will never touch.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And they're just friends.
That's funny.
Okay. This is the way I see it. I think that from a female's perspective, if you, Nikki, hypothetically,
Okay.
say you got a guy in your friend zone,
Okay.
right? Say he's always there for you. You get sick, he bring you chicken noodle soup, right? He drop a NyQuil at your front step or doorstep one night. He door dashing you water, keeping you hydrated, right?
Okay.
Anything you ever want when you got like anything that you have any issues, like your car breakdown, we'll say his name is Zach.
Okay.
All right. Say, Zach, my car broke down because I got you. First one there, change your tires. Oh, he's always there for you, right?
He literally
NASCAR.
sounds like my boyfriend.
NASCAR pit crew.
Right? Everything, but you friend zone
Okay,
you
yeah.
friend zone this guy,
Okay.
right? And say maybe he's not like necessarily your type physically.
Mm.
That's probably why you friend zone him,
Okay.
right? But slowly after some time, and you spend so much time together, you're always hanging out. You're telling him all your emotional stuff, like, man, screw that guy.
this is-
This is
whatever."
Matt Rife.
This is literally the
That's
episode.
what I was talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
It's literally
Okay,
the episode.
so
or
this
the
is how it-
stand-up.
Wait, let me
Oh,
finish,
sorry, okay,
let me
sorry,
finish,
sorry.
and then you tell me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong,
yeah, you're
right?
right.
And he's always there, and you slowly develop a emotional bond to this guy because you realize, dude, this guy treats me so well.
Have you seen
Maybe I should give this guy a
I
chance.
will watch it.
That is why I think that a guy can get out of a girl's friends
Oh, for
group.
sure.
Because basically, you just got to always be there, be consistent.
Well, you just created the perfect boyfriend.
The Infinity
The
Stones?
Infinity Stones. This is a Matt Rife like skit where he's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
so
really?
a girl,
Yeah,
so a
yeah,
girl has a
straight up.
guy best friend,
Okay.
and it's not always, but this can happen. Girl has a guy best friend, and she tells him everything. She tells him what's going on with her current boyfriend, all her problems, and
What
he
she
knows
likes.
like what she likes, what she doesn't like, and he knows everything about her and her relationship. So he knows what not to be in a relationship. So when she breaks up with his boyfriend, she comes crying to him, and he's like, "I'm here
Yeah.
for you because I'm like." He has all the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
And you just created the perfect boyfriend because he knows everything, like what you like and dislike.
Yeah.
But question, isn't that, go ahead.
That doesn't always happen, but it could happen.
So it doesn't hurt to try.
Doesn't hurt to try because I feel like if you've created emotional bond, I mean, like relationships aren't always physical. If you have like emotional connection, then I think that's pretty powerful.
Okay. Don't you think that's like, in a sense, a form of manipulation? Because now you know her kryptonite. Like you said, you know all her business, and like you basically know,
is.
like,
Sort of, yeah.
you know,
yeah.
it's like, you know what? I
'cause-
know this is what you want and this is what you need. I may not necessarily be like this, but I can offer this to you because I know this is what you want.
But that's not gonna last.
Are you sure you didn't watch that?
I don't even
That
know who Matt
skit?
Rife is.
But
Dude,
that's
it's
not gonna-
legit.
It's
what
also
he's
like an
saying.
episode of like you, like
Oh,
where
is
he
it?
But you see that's legit what he says?
Like everything you're
well,
saying.
similar.
I mean,
But
it's kind of common sense.
it's
Because he
true,
talks
yeah.
about this is why the boyfriend doesn't like the guy best friend because
Yeah.
he's being manipulative and lingering around pretending to be her friend when really he wants to get with her and sleep with her.
Yeah.
Two things. I think we've always said this. I think a girl with a guy best friend or a guy with a girl best friend is two things. Either that person is LBGQTIA plus whatever, right? Or they have a crush on them. Maybe there's like a 10% chance that's not true, but there's a 90% chance that is true.
I think it depends on the situation.
All right. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying most of the time. Most of the time. And then the second thing is, there's a Reddit story. Well, like, you know, TikTok has those Reddit stories where that has happened. And this guy was this girl's best friend for so long. She was a lesbian. And she became not a lesbian to her guy's best friend.
Oh wow.
This is all okay.
I was
It's
like-
poetic.
I was like, dude, you know, it was deep as heck. All right, it just cut a long story short. They knew each other for a long time. She was a lesbian, he was not. Well, he's a straight man, but anyway, then she got cancer. Right.
Well-
And he did all those things. He gave her flowers. He drove her to her treatments. He slept by her bedside and all these things. And then her mom basically was telling her, hey, that boy loves you. And then they basically talked it out, and then they kissed for the first time. She's like, it was weird, but I liked it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right? She was a lesbian.
Damn.
And then she's like, yeah, now we've been dating for like 2 years or something like that.
That's awesome.
So you gotta be
Right?
careful. You gotta be careful of the lingerer.
Yeah. Yep. People say it's like the male or female orbiter. They're there for
I
you.
never really like thought about it like that, like being like a girl, like, you know, in the past with guy best friends. But then like watching like freaking Matt Rife, like, and like just like other things about it, and like I'm like I never really thought about it like that. And now I'm like, what the fuck?
Because the first thing when you were laying out that like, I guess that scenario, all I think about is like, dude, you're literally giving this man all the keys. Like you're literally telling him everything. like he knows it. Like you say, he knows everything that you like.
Yeah.
He knows how to basically comfort you and everything. This man is like literally like the.
But is it
ultimate-
like indirectly manipulating?
I
Like,
think-
are they like purpose? Like, you know, I don't know. Manipulating is just like,
Depends on the motive, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
I think that like if he's a genuine person and he actually is like that, it may
Yeah.
not be a manipulation.
Right.
But if this guy like intentionally does it, he's not like that to basically coerce the girl to like him, then
Yeah.
that can be a form of manipulation.
Yeah.
I have a question. This happened a long time ago. I was in high school, right? And the 3 times that happened to me 3 times where I was a girl's best friend.
Okay.
And then later on I realized it's because I had a crush on him.
Oh, you realize.
I realized, well, one, I told him I did have a crush on him later on, but she was like, yeah, you're like my guy best friend.
Oh,
I was like, oh, shit. I was like, God damn.
best.
You're like, fuck this.
I was like, fuck this, man. I was like, this sucks. Well, one of them, her mom was like, she's like, oh, Jay, you're such a nice person. And then later on, 2 months later, the girl was like, yeah, we should date. Nothing happened though. Actually, no, she told me 2 months later. She was like, yeah, I would have dated you, but she had a boyfriend at the time. I was like, oh, word.
Damn. What the hell?
I feel like
I remember.
yeah.
I remember. Actually, now that you mentioned that, I
That
think
happened twice, dude. The one that you're talking about was after I went to college. That was the second one. The first one happened early, and it was weird. She was trying to put me on her best friend, but actually she wanted to date me.
bro, that happened to me.
Happened twice.
That happened to me.
I think in the end, honestly, the guys that get friend zoned just don't have the cojones to be like, hey, let's go on a date. Like when you're young, like really young, I think I was like 13 at the time, for God's sake. But when you're young and you meet a girl that you like, you don't want to like rock the boat or not be them to be in your life anymore because you're young. You're like 13 years old. It's the first time you even know like what's going on up in here. You're like, what do I like? I think she's cute. I don't think she's got cute cooties. Like, what's going on? But you don't want to like ruin or rock the boat. So you don't really ask them out going like, you don't ask them, let's go to the movies, let's go to the mall and hang out like we did back in high school or whatever, right? You don't know what to say to them. So you don't want to rock the boat. And yeah, you just don't got the cojones to be like, hey, let's do that. So you just become like their guy best friend.
Okay.
But later on, now that we're like in our 20s/30s,
When you got Riz.
yeah, when you're older, you're not oblivious. You're like, oh well, I think she's cute. She might think I'm cute, whatever. I'm gonna ask her, and she's like, no, I don't see you like that. You're like, oh well, I'll move on.
So the moral of the story is you can't get out of the friend zone.
Yeah.
Yes?
For sure, 100%.
Yes. Okay. Final thoughts, anybody? No?
Nope. Don't
Yeah.
cheat, and you can get out of the friend zone. That's basically it.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on that time.
Peace.